So we're on day 4. So the first thing we're going to go over is the reinvestigation letter, right? And the reason why is sometimes the consumer reporting agencies, they will basically get a dispute, right? And in that dispute, they come back with some verification or validated stuff, or the item got deleted and then a month, 3 months, maybe a year later, it got back on your credit. So what do you do when an item that was previously deleted come back to your credit? Well, we ask for a reinvestigation, right? So in this reinvestigation, as you can see, the reinvestigation letter, this gets directed to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. These are who we're sending them to, because there's a process when an item gets reinserted back to your credit. So to whom it may concern, I recently received a copy of my consumer report, and I noticed some accounts on my consumer report that shouldn't be there. This agency is in violation of 15 U.S.C. 1681 I2A. They were to notify me in 5 days prior, and I was not notified. In addition to the violation above, Person 15 U.S.C. 1681 IA5, treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. In general, if any, after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by a consumer, an item of the information is found to be inaccurate or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall promptly delete the item of information from the file of the consumer or modify the item as appropriate based on results of the reinvestigation, and promptly notify the furnisher that the information has been modified or deleted from the file of the consumer. Now, 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB speaks on the accuracy of the consumer report. You see, whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedures to assure maximum possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates. The details of the accounts are inaccurate and they are not exact in details and amount, right? So you put the corresponding one here, whether it's TransUnion, Experian, or Equifax. You shall comply with the FCRA 15 U.S.C. 1681. You are supposed to notify me and you fail to do so. Notice of results of reinvestigation. In general, a consumer reporting agency shall provide written notice to a consumer of the results of a reinvestigation under this subsection not later than 5 business days after the completion of the reinvestigation by mail, or if authorized by the consumer for that purpose by other means available to the agency. Delete these inaccurate and incomplete accounts from my consumer report. Now, if they fail to comply with the FCRA and notify you within the 5 days, it is a violation, guys, and the item must be deleted. This is why if you have a previously deleted item that got reinserted back on your consumer report, this is the letter you want to send to them directly to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. All right? If you are a victim of identity theft, for those of you that got in touch with TransUnion and TransUnion was telling you that you needed an affidavit, this is the affidavit or the police report that they were talking about. So when you go to the Federal Trade Commission website, right, you go to get started. And you go there and I want to report an identity theft. There's different options. Someone has my information and tried to use it, and I'm worried about identity theft. My information was exposed in a data breach, something else. Now, if any of you here are a victim of the Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, or T-Mobile data breach, right? And there are accounts on your consumer report that you did not authorize to be there, right? This is where you go to get that information sorted out. So now we would go to my information was exposed in a data breach, right? And there's Equifax, Marriott, the breach is not listed here. So you fill in the one that corresponds with what happened to you. Now, if you are not a victim of a data breach, but you are a victim of identity theft, you want to go here. You want to go to I want to report an identity theft. And then it's going to give you a list of options and you choose the one, if it's a credit card, if it's a loan, debit, employment, whatever. So just click credit card, right? And then if it's credit card related, and then you hit continue. Appropriate proof, right? So we know we have to send them appropriate proof. Our social security number, we do not have to send them. A copy of the identity theft report. When that affidavit that we got from identitytheft.gov, this is the affidavit that it's talking about. The identity theft report is either a police report or the report from identitytheft.gov. That's the second component that is needed for the identity theft to work. Now, the third thing is the indication of such information by the consumer. On the affidavit, you have to list what accounts are as a result of the alleged identity theft. That is number 3. And the fourth thing is a statement by the consumer that the information is not information relating to any transaction by the consumer. And this is what the identity theft letter does. It satisfies number 4. And once you have all 4 components, you are putting this together, the identity theft letter, the affidavit, you are putting it in an envelope, sending it certified mail, green return receipt, straight to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Complaints, right? We're filing complaints with the CFPB. We're filing complaints with the BBB, right? We're filing complaints with the FTC. We're filing complaints with the OCC. We're filing complaints with the state attorney generals. So we want to trigger a multi-agency investigation in NVNV funding in that collection company that just popped up last week, thinking they're going to go collect some money. We want an investigation on all of them. Now, bankruptcy, guys, is easier than a lot of you think, right? So let's talk about the steps. The steps are the easiest thing for you to comprehend. How to delete a bankruptcy step by step using consumer law. The first thing you need to do is what? Pull your consumer reports, right? Pull your consumer reports. You guys can go to my website. You can use my link, or you could go to annualcreditreport.com. You can pull it for free. Look who the creditor is that's reporting the bankruptcy. All right, when the bankruptcy is being reported, they're going to tell you that it's been reported by a bankruptcy court. That is a lie from the pit of hell. No court report no bankruptcy information. It is a lie, right? So we're going to what? We're going to dispute this lie. When you dispute the lie, they're going to tell you that it's been verified, right? Okay, it's been verified. I bet. Your name, your address, city, state, zip, name of the consumer reporting agent. So whoever it is here, LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, whoever it is that verified the information, you're going to put their address there and the date. Notice the agent is notice the principal, notice the principal is notice the agent. So right away, we are putting them on notice, right? It has come to my attention that you have furnished information on me regarding an alleged public record that you claim is verified when the integrity and accuracy of this negative item was obtained and furnished to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. If the bankruptcy is reported on all 3, you list it. If it's reported on only one, you list the corresponding one. Does everybody get that? This part right here is interchangeable. You just fill it in according to where the bankruptcy is being reported. Does everybody get it? When it comes to charge-offs, it is under the category of a Form 1099-C, right? So let's see what the IRS is saying. Specific instructions for Form 1099-C. The creditor's phone number must be on the information provided. It should be a central number for all canceled debts, which a person may be reached who will ensure that the debtor is connected with the correct department. Now, if there is identity theft, if you have an account that is charged off that came from identity theft, that account cannot be on your credit and it cannot be listed as a charge-off. The IRS says, do not file Form 1099-C when fraudulent debt is canceled due to identity theft. If it's an identity theft, they cannot file a charge-off on this account. So the reporting of a charge-off becomes a prohibition under 15 U.S.C. 1681 S2. Until further guidance is issued, no penalty will apply for failure to file a Form 1099-C or provide statement to debtors. Now, the IRS doesn't punish corporations that don't file the Form 1099-C. So you as the consumer must be vigilant and must take matters into your own hands. And when you file this on your taxes, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you change the status of the debt. So I know somebody's going to say, well, Daraine, this is speaking to cancel debt $600 or more. Yeah, that's for the issuing of the 1099-C, but you don't need the 1099-C because you can still file the amount on your taxes. The $600 is for them to give you a 1099-C. You don't need a 1099-C to file it as taxes. This, look, where is it?
Income and pay taxes on it, though. What if it's a high debt and you don't want to do that?
Well, the books have to be balanced. Well, you're either going to pay the full account or you're going to pay the taxes on it. But it has to be balanced. That is why the IRS says, if you're paying the taxes on it, you're not paying the full amount. It's taxes. So the taxes, so if it's $1,000, you're probably going to pay $300-400 in taxes. You just got rid of an account for $300. You see what I'm saying? If it's a $10,000 account, well, I'm gonna pay $3,000 on it in taxes, or $4,000, depending on what tax bracket you fall in. But paying the taxes is significantly less than what the face value of that is. Why are systems important? Well, first of all, before we get into why systems are important, what is a system, right? System, a set of things that work together as part of a mechanism or an interconnected network. Does everybody know what a watch is? Everybody knows what a watch is, right? Have anyone ever taken off the back of a watch and see the parts that's in there? Guys, that is systems at its finest. On the front end, all you're seeing is a hand going around, moving from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. But y'all don't see in that back how many gears, levers, and turnkits are in there making all of that work. So your systems are the back end part of your business that keeps the whole business together, right? So a set of principles or procedures according to which something is done, an organized framework or method. And right now I'm teaching bankruptcy and I'm teaching charge-off, right? And you guys love the content so much and you guys say, Daraine, I want the recording. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my phone, right? This is my phone. And I'm going to call a bear. This is a bear. Right? And a bear is going to say, Doreen, why are you calling me? And I'm going to say, a bear, I need a funnel. Right? This recording that I'm doing now, I need you to put it in a funnel because I want to give this away to the audience. So these are the people in the audience. Oh my God, Doreen, this charge, I've never heard this type of charge-off training before. Like, I want the recording. Oh my God, like everybody wants it. And I'm like, damn, I can't, like, you know what? Let me just give it to them, right? So I call a bear and I say, a bear, I need a funnel, right? So what a bear is going to do now is a bear is going to take the recording. A bear takes the recording. She's going to make a funnel, right? This funnel have a welcome video. It could be a short trailer of the training. Now, right here, I'm going to take your name. I'm going to take your email. I'm going to take your phone, right? Your phone number. When you come through now, I have your information. This goes into my lead bucket. Now, in this funnel, I'm going to give you the video. Boom. So I gave you the video in exchange for your information. However, in this funnel, after you get this, I'm going to give you the opportunity now to get the bankruptcy letter that we just went over. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get the charge-off letter that I just went over. When you get those, we're going to move on to something else. Maybe I can give you an opportunity to book a call with Emil, right? Because you want to join CLSU, right? So having systems in place, ladies and gentlemen, makes your business run smoothly. If any of you text any of that information that I said before, you're going to get a response from something. If you don't get an automated response, you're going to get a call from my team. But somewhere, someone is going to pick it up in the ecosystem, and you're going to get a response. As a business owner, if you are getting all the bankruptcies deleted, all the charge-offs deleted, and you go do a presentation, this is a great way for you to collect leads. Leads equal what? Income. Because you make money when people buy your services, yes? The more leads you get, the more income you're going to make, yes?